major things that is kind of been a very well-known thing. Terminology like couch casting, etc., that you know about, like, and as women in these spaces, it's like you know that that's who you are. You're objectified, and you can see at every level you're experiencing this constant male, basically microaggressions, you know, because a lot of the time when people think of violence against women, it's like you have to have been raped, you know what I mean? Like something physical needs to have happened to you for you to then be like, oh, I'm a survivor, or I'm a victim. But it's those constant everyday microaggressions that sort of break you down, and it's that gut feeling that something was wrong. But a lot of the time you just let it slide, you know what I mean? Because there's actually you feel like, am I overreacting? Am I the one who's like too sensitive? But in reality, all those things in your gut that you feel are not okay. And so I think one of our major things at Swift was to start by actually quantifying and collating the experiences of women, because it's not something that's unknown.
And we went down for the second series down in Petty, where we shot the external location stuff. And two women arrived with like toucher babies and to be father by this driver. So not only are we doing an educational drama about HIV and AIDS, but there's like one of our crewmen is having unprotected sex with young girls, promising them he's going to take them to jail. So yeah, then I set up something and then he got fired, you know, he got sent back, you know. But that didn't shut the production down, and it was something that I could do something about. Then you think, like, I mean, it's impossible to know what's going on the set. I mean, you think you've got it, you can't know. And producers, actually, a real producer, not really on set a lot, they're busy doing a huge amount of other stuff. I mean, there's so much, you know, you're doing marketing, you're prepping for the next, you know, year, you're trying to raise money, you know, so you're not on set. So I think Swift, everything about it just immediately is like, yes, that's something.
You know the stats. The stats have always been there.
They actually haven't been stats though.
They have been
particularly in our industry.
So these kind of organizations like Sonke, Gender, they have done this work, this groundwork of, we know how many people are being raped, we know how many people are doing the raping. These stats have always been there. But what are we doing for everyday working people in the industry to change the environment?
I hear your frustration, and I mean that's what this organization was birthed from that frustration that no one is doing anything. And so particularly in our film and television industry, there wasn't stats. Our report is the first one specifically for our industry, you know what I mean? And so it starts with that.
A hashtag does not protect me at work. These PSAs don't protect me at work. None of that. Maybe a safety officer, I don't know if that will change anything, but it's a culture of the industry that needs to be like critically changed, like looked at critically and then changed. All of this stuff for me is window dressing, it's fluff, it's useless, I'm sorry.
I think what Zoe was getting at is that we need to literally scare these people on all levels, right? To the point where, like, whether you're a gaffer person, a gaffer, or an executive producer, you know that there's a zero tolerance for sexual harassment. And if you do, the women who have been affected by it have the power to take you to court, and you know the courts will take you seriously, and all of that, like, need to go through all the procedures and not just think that, and not just, you know, stop the thinking at, oh well, if I do this it's going to cause trouble and I'm not going to get employed and I'm going to get fired, because it can't end there. So you might get fired, that's the short-term reality maybe, but if you're willing to, like, you know, fight for that at the beginning anyway, it might get to a point where, you know, if the justice system takes it seriously enough as well, then the industry changes because of that, because they know that if they're practicing this, then, they won't. Yeah, well, they won't be able to practice it basically.
Even if you go to court, like some of us, some people are not from privileged backgrounds. Like you are the breadwinner, you need to get a source of income in. So you being out of work, especially as someone as an actor, is like, what do you do now? Yes, you're fighting this thing, which is a great thing, but then the thing is, who's feeding your family? You also need money to go to court.
There's all these great open source. I really like that idea. If you're on set, you can still say what happened to you. It's not becoming data. It's not becoming tangible. Yeah, it's there. And this is what happened, and this is how I felt. So even if just the actor saying how it made you feel. But then someone says, suddenly you look and you open up the whole, when you look at Hollywood, it's a fantastic app, you open up and suddenly you see just around there, there's a whole lot of little points in that area, what's happening there. The date, that's been a set.
I've had a couple of times with a couple of bosses where I would think to myself, did they just harass me? They just undermine me, are they bullying me? And I thought maybe it's just in my mind, but it happened a few times, so every time it happened, I'd write myself an email, the day, the time, what they said, and I'd just file it away in a folder on my, the way you can get different folders to categorize your emails, and just keep it there. Every time they say something you don't agree with, or they try to undermine you, or their behaviour can kind of err on the side of bullying, just write it down, keep it there, because you never know, the behaviour might escalate, you might need those emails for a day. It's just good to kind of keep a record of everything that's kind of happened and have the exact date and time and the conversation that you had.